So 3 days until the marathon. I've been trying to keep things nice and light this week, not run so far, just to do a light swim earlier in the week, and today just a bit of Zwifting for 35 minutes, zone 2, keeping the heart rate nice and low. Nothing too crazy, probably go on a little 10k tomorrow, I would have thought. Again, really low intensity, don't expect it really to be any benefit for Sunday, but just going out there and getting things moving is probably good psychologically. Try and take Saturday completely off. If I'm feeling really nervous, might go and do just a little 45 minutes, half an hour sort of thing, just to try and settle the nerves. And then Sunday's big day. I always try and go into a race with 3 goals. The A goal being super ambitious, not doable, and the C goal hopefully being achievable. So A goal is 3:45, which I don't think is really achievable right now. Not because I'm not in the shape for it, I feel probably like I physically am, just mentally not quite ready. I've only done a couple of marathons and they've been not so great. It's probably the best way of putting it. Mainly nutrition, I would say, has been the big issue. Kind of bonking pretty hard in that last quarter. So A goal 3:45. B goal is 4 hours, which I think is doable. Like, I should be in that shape. My watch right now, which never leaves my side and does all of my runs, is currently telling me I can do a 3:16. Yeah, that seems a little ambitious. So yeah, 4 hours that's kind of really where my main goal is. Then I've got my C goal, which is a new PB, so whatever that is, I'll have to look it up the night before, 4:19 or whatever. And I think unless things go horrendously wrong, I feel like I should get a new PB, especially considering the last couple of marathons I did were without a crowd or without anyone to keep you accountable. So hopefully it's going to be less of a collapse. I know there's still going to be a collapse, things are going to hurt, but it's being able to, at least now I know that there's pain coming and that I can kind of work through it, hopefully. And yeah, when you're doing it by yourself, it's very enticing to just run past a bench and be like, I could just sit down for a few minutes here and no one would care. You know, when you've got a crowd on each side of you and hundreds of runners around you to keep you accountable, then things do change a little bit there. Two days out. I was going to do a 10k today, but woke up a little bit tired and a little bit decided to sleep in for a little bit. Still got work later on, so decided to shorten to 7. I did this morning, nice and easy, nothing intense. Yeah, feeling good. Terrible weather, just on my way to work, and figured I should probably just take a little bit of shelter in this little tin shack and chat about what shoe I'm going to be going for. Obviously, ideally you want to be doing a lot of your long runs previously and really go for a shoe that is really comfortable going over that kind of distance. I've been doing a lot of my long runs in the Shift, the Endorphin Shift from Saucony. Really great shoe, a little bit on the heavy side, and actually I almost ended up returning the shoe after I think I'd done 50 kilometers in the shoe. I just couldn't figure it out. It seemed very heavy, didn't seem to be giving me much rebound, it wasn't very comfy. And then suddenly around the 70 kilometer mark, something like that, it just clicked. I just really started enjoying the shoe. It suddenly got way more comfy. I just felt like it was properly broken in, and that's a long time for me anyway to break in a shoe. So eventually got there and really been enjoying running in that shoe. So not a contention, but it's a little bit on the heavy side. I'm fine doing all of my training runs in and used to running in that heavier shoe, and then when you go to the race day you take a lighter shoe and hopefully it's supposed to feel easier because it's lighter. And my original plan months ago was to go with the Vaporfly, then the Next Percent, the Super Shoe. I got a pair of those 3 or 4 months ago and really not enjoyed it. I feel like there's really poor lockdown in the heel. It feels pretty unstable. I've got shoes with similar stack heights and they just don't feel as unstable as that shoe. It just feels really, you feel like you're constantly adjusting to try and stay upright in it. Midsole obviously feels good and it feels like you get a good bounce, a good spring off, but yeah, just how uncomfortable it is, and I can feel my foot constantly hitting the front of the shoe. Like my toes are constantly hitting the front. No matter what lacing technique I tried, I just couldn't get a good lockdown, and all that heel slippage, that's out of the question really. I might just keep that shoe around now for shorter races, 5Ks, 10Ks, that kind of thing. Weird to see that shoe's not for me when so many people give it such good accolades. I know a couple of weeks ago I realised, hey, I've still not figured out this shoe issue, and I'm going to be running pretty soon. So rather than go with the new Nikes, I figured I'd stick with Saucony, with the Endorphin lineup that I've really been enjoying, and go with the Pro. So that arrived a couple of weeks ago, or a week and a half ago, and I've been able to put a couple of runs into it, not as much as I'd like. I think I'm only sat around 20-30 kilometers right now, but it's felt good. It's felt locked down, and it feels like it fits. So hopefully that will be a good hopefully it'll be a good choice. It feels like a bit of a novice mistake to be making, but you know what the hell, we'll see how it goes. Marathon package pickup day. Here we are, downtown Vancouver. Been to get the package pickup. Eldest son's a bit tired,